Eagles fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, buddy. We're going to work. You're outside. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check nickel.
Kill. Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Solid.
Mike 53, Mike. Check that.
Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 at 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Done.
53 is the mark. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Eagles 1st down. First and goal.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Let's go. Great.
Trying Gonna punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
54. Mike 54.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on second down is Darnold. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Good track, good track. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike, 54.
Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. The ball comes out, and will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out here in the eye.
Check 53's Mike. Got you.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Wentz will try again on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. Kill.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On first down, Wentz. And Jones has it over the middle. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. That's another.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Jones on the return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
74.
To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. 22 yards there, a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody up there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold, flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Empty.
Lock the screen. Switch. Jim.
Protein spell. 81.
10.
Switch that.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
SOS.
Now Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
5-9, 5-9.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up, it's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We play to win. Let's go.
There we go. Pac-Man. 280.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Wentz now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had to tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
61, matchbox lights. Here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Wentz now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Bring it outside. This is Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
6 guys. Check 6. Ready?
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Pac-Man. 280! Man 5-7.
Let's go, let's go.
Go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give to Bell. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play action. It's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 40.
Don't start this way. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Don't go. 120.
I'm coming.
On first down, they run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
We go, Sack.
Rush in! Rush in!
The lady.
On first down, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 62 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Let's get it!
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Go. 180. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Wentz to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
50 seconds to Mike.
It's right, 57.
Check. 57.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Pierre Garçon. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last throw down for Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.